Hi everyone, welcome to another Travel Malta update. I've got a bit to get through, but before that, how's this glorious weather in Melbourne today? Beautiful day, beautiful yesterday. A far cry from the last video I did on Saturday where it was like treachery out there. But hey, Malta, 27 today, Monday when they wake up. Tomorrow's going to be 29 degrees. This endless summer I keep talking about just keeps going. It's like we're nearly in November, guys. Anyway, airfares, a lot of discussion. I'm getting a lot of questions. Guys, the major airlines have all released their airfares for next year, for next European summer. Emirates, Etihad, Qantas, Singapore, Qatar, etc., etc. Just a few tips. The prices are generally 27, 28, hundreds around there. Return for an adult. You need to be mindful of a few things, okay? First of all, these search engines. Somebody did message me the other day saying, hey, I've been quoted $3,600 returned. And no, they did something wrong. These search engines, be mindful whether it's the app you're using for the airline or the website or a general one where they bring them all together and filter them through. Most of these are going to filter cheapest through to most expensive. Cheapest does not necessarily mean the best. For starters, you may not realise because when they show your itinerary and your stopovers are normally in the local time where you are, you need to be careful that a 23-hour flight to Malta or Europe doesn't become 48 hours. I know someone this happened to them. They had stopovers everywhere and they were zigzagging different airlines. They didn't even realise, right? Just be careful. Normally, you'll have an option on these search engines to pick a day or two around the dates you wish to travel. It could save you a bit of money. I don't know the reason. Sometimes a Friday is cheaper than a Saturday. Sometimes a Saturday is cheaper than a Friday, or a Monday is cheaper than a Sunday. Don't know. It's worth checking. If it's four of you, it might save $100 each. It's $400 that you can spend on something else. Just be mindful, okay? Check the itinerary, triple check it if you're booking directly. Otherwise, use a travel agent. Um, Travel agent costs the fares are the same through a travel agent. Okay. In fact, if you ring an airline, sometimes it's more expensive because they want to charge you a service fee for talking to you on the phone. I rang Emirates and booked our trips directly the other day, which I have to do because we cash in our Skywards points. Okay. And the fare was different than what we got quoted online. And I questioned the gentleman. He was very nice. He said, yeah. He said, because you rang, there is a service fee. He said, I will remove it for you. Okay. Also, be mindful, guys, that some airlines like Emirates, an economy ticket, for example, there may be three different ones you can choose: a standard, a flex, and then like there's a flex plus. We always take the flex. It's about an extra $100 per ticket, but it caps the cost. I think it's $125 each if we need to alter, change, postpone, hold, whatever for any problem that comes up. So be mindful. If anyone's got any questions that I can help with, just feel free to message my page. Many people do. I help wherever I can. Now, the next thing, I get asked this question several times a week. It could be an elderly couple going for the first time or haven't been for many years. It could be a couple with a couple of teenagers or a couple of very young children. Michael, when is the best time for us to go to Malta? Good question. How long is a piece of string? For me, you all know me and my attitude. For me, anytime circumstances allow me to be in Malta, I'm in Malta. I love it. Everyone's got their circumstances, work. I've got elderly parents, uh, children still at home, all of that. Everyone's got their situation. But for me, any times to be in, is great to be in Malta. But if I had to choose, and it all depends on what you want to do. Now, for me, mid-September to October, glorious. October is normally 25, 26 degrees, 24. This year it's been unseasonably warm. I keep talking about this endless summer, and I track the weather there daily. Every day has been 28, 29, 30, 29, 27, 20. It's been beautiful in October. Today in Malta is going to be 27. Tomorrow, Tuesday, is going to be 29, and we're going into November, guys. All right. The beauty of October as opposed to May, May is also beautiful. I've been there in May. But in May, the sea temperature is cool because we're coming off winter. Hasn't warmed up. Even in June, although you start getting hot days in June, it can take a few weeks for that sea temperature to get really comfortable. But in October, September, it's high. It's just about peak still. This year, there were parts of Malta, the sea temperature hit 27 degrees. Spinola Bay, Pretty Bay, Bruza. At the moment, it is still 25 degrees. Perfect, perfect swimming, snorkeling, perfect weather. So for me, September, October is going to be glorious. Trying to avoid the peak of the heat in July and August if you've got young children or if you're a senior, all of that comes into it. But then there are other factors, guys. I had a message the other day from a lovely couple. Said, Michael, we're so disappointed. We've come here for 5 days. Everything's beautiful. But there are no village feasts this week. The village feasts, the big ones, they generally run all the way through June to mid-September. The Feast of Our Lady of Graces in Zabbar, normally second weekend of September. There will be some other small feasts. Apparently something's happening in Conspicua this week. But I'm talking about the holy religious feasts where the bands are playing, everyone's jumping up and down. These generally run through summer, guys, okay? So if you're going to rock up there in, January or February, you're not going to see village feasts. There may be festivals. So other than the village feast, there's always something happening. There's an olive oil festival, a beer festival, a wine festival. There might be Isle of MTV, rock concert, whatever. There's always something happening in Malta. Of course, in October, we had Notte Bianca. We were there. It was a glorious, glorious night. Valletta was on display, lit up, beautiful arts and cultural performances everywhere. It was glorious. But this is not one of the festas that we're talking about, the holy religious festas. Okay? If you want to swim in the height of summer, every day, out at night, swim at the beach, at your hotel resort maybe, then you want to be there for the height of summer, July, August, mid-September. Beautiful. If you want to walk and explore the entire coast like Brenda and I did last year in April, May, you want to avoid the hot months. March, April, May, maybe November, December, glorious. Whatever you do, planning is half the fun. Have a ball. Any questions, feel free to send me a message to the inbox, guys. Have a great day.